like to welcome y'all back to the More Than Athlete podcast. Today's guest we have here to my left, my boy B Ferg, man. Got my boy Garri Smith in the middle, man. I got my boy Hefe, aka Lil Jeff, man. Hey, before we get started, man, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, do all those good things, man. So, as y'all read in the thumbnail, today's topic is limiting your potential. So the reason I selected this topic, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of ways we can limit our own potential, and in some ways we don't even know our own potential, you know what I'm saying. So when y'all think about, you know what I'm saying, just limiting y'all potential, like what's the first thing that come to y'all mind, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to, whoever wants to jump into it first.
I'll go first. Repeat the question one more time.
I said, like, when you just think about limiting, you know what I'm saying, your potential, what is,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, what comes to your mind just straight up, like when you just think about it?
I think the first thing that comes to my mind when you think about limiting yourself is blocking your blessings. Because when you block your blessings, then nothing is gonna go your way because you're not following the word. You're not following what you're supposed to be doing. So in that process, you're eliminating all the good that can come from your life because you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, staying the course and doing what you need to do.
Yeah.
And it might not be fun all the time. It might not be energetic. It might be boring. But if you stay the course, you will bear those fruits that's been waiting and been growing. And you can indulge in those and you'll be straight. But yeah, I think it roots from blocking your blessings.
Most definitely. Ferg?
I say self-doubting, because I say, like, the person, you can be your own self-doubter. Like, you can be hard on yourself. Like, you can take constructive criticism, but you would take it as, like, you take it personal, and, like, but it's not meant to be personal. It's meant to help you in the ways to help you build to where you want to get to. So I feel like self-doubting, like, is really big in limiting your own true potential. Like, and we usually don't see it, but, like, when we do see it, it's kind of too late because they done gave up on you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like that.
I really just say, stopping yourself from being the best version of yourself. Like, just think about it. Like, imagine, like, the best. I always think about this every day, though. Like, imagine the best version of yourself. Just like he just come through some portal or something, and he just look at you, right? And he just look at you, and he's just telling you, like, you wasting your time right now. This is what you could be. He got everything you have. I say that's limiting your own potential. Just procrastinate. You're not getting it done when it needs to get done.
I'll say for me, and I like the fact that you pointed up self-doubt and stuff like that. That, for me, that's one of the main things that I could say that I'm hard on myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, even beforehand, I look at something, I'm like, bro, do I think I could do that, bro? Like, and it's just the question of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, can I do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like when we start to question ourselves and say, like, oh man, I don't think this is gonna be easy. I don't think this is gonna be. We're putting ourselves on a limit, and like I've been reading this book and stuff like that by David Goggins. It's like, look, our mind and our body, bro, we can push past those limits where even, you know what I'm saying, past those limits where to the point where it's like, dang, like I didn't even know I could do this. You know what I'm saying? So even when we're tired, even when we're like, we all athletes, bro, and then we came down, we doing a workout, and it's like, bro, I don't feel like I can run this last lap. I don't feel like I can do this last 100. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, we hit that mud. And now you like, oh man, that wasn't even that bad. You know what I'm saying? So, has there ever been a point, you know what I'm saying, where y'all said like, bro, man, this thing, I can't do this, bro. But then some in your head just clicked, like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, like, and then you hit it with ease, and you sitting there like, bro, man, how did I do? You know how I do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, can y'all give me like an instance where I'm saying where that's happening in y'all life, bro? Whoever want to start it off.
I say instances like just football in general. You know what I'm saying? Just work like you said, workouts or like practices. You know what I'm saying? Because here, like, we practice a lot. You know what I'm saying? So and sometimes we can do repetitive things, but like we still there because we got a goal. Like we want to do something. So like I feel like that's just like that's something big you got to focus on. You got to keep maintaining the same process, the same thing, because if you like, you know that you're going through it the same like every day. You know what I'm saying? So like just having that good mindset, like hey, we got to practice. You know what I'm saying? We got to do this, we got to do that. That's a target. So I feel like that.
Okay, so I've been to that point where I was like, I don't know if I could do this. I had when I transferred in, and then I went through spring ball, whatever, got my starting position, and was like, oh, you can't play because this is that and the other, X, Y, and Z. And I was like, is it worth all of this? Is it worth all of this? And I came back this spring, and I'm like, God damn, like, is this what it felt like? Yeah. Like, what? Like, this hurt. This hurt. Like running and as an offensive lineman, we knocking heads all day, like that type of stuff. And then I think as an offensive lineman, bro, the thing that goes through our mind the most, how much conditioning are we gonna do? How can I finish that? Yeah. So like that was a challenge for me from coaching, then back into playing. Like, am I gonna be physically fit? Am I gonna be able to finish? Yeah. And of course I want to quit. You know, my body's different. It wasn't the same how it was a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. So I definitely had that thought, but I pushed through. And we sitting down taking a knee or whatever, and 5 minutes after that, you're not even tired. You're not even hurting. You sitting there laughing and giggling. You know what I mean? And then you look back, you get home and you're like, I just killed that conditioning. Like I just killed that. It wasn't nothing. So like that's one of them instances. So yeah.
I don't know how to put it, but I'll say everybody obviously went through all that, where we just think about the workout, or we just think about what we finna do, and we just start, like, we even talking about it in warm up, like, man, y'all heard what we got, but but really, I would just say, like, the way I felt like I still think about it, but I would just say somebody in my life, one of my close friends, like, I used to ask him, like, he used to talk about the workouts and stuff, and he was like, I remember I was just a freshman, he was probably like a junior around that point in high school, and he was like, bro, just do them, don't even think about it, just let your body move, like, just do them, and ever since I started doing that, like, I would just, like, when I'm walking through the field, y'all would see me, sometimes my body would look dead, because I feel like I'm not even walking. Like, that's just my body walking. I'm just about to come get business done and stuff. But yeah, I would just say, just do it for real. Like, that's how I could put it on.
And even to look at it from, a different point of view, without just athletics. School, oh, man, we got a test coming up. We got to study. Man, I don't feel like studying, man. I don't feel like, trust me, look, man, sport, the writing papers, doing all that stuff, like, we can be so much, we could be greater than what we, actually are, make our minds better and stuff like that. But we're thinking like, oh man, it's gonna be hard. Oh man, I ain't trying to study for 2-3 hours for this test, man. I ain't trying to do none of this and that. But like, if you think about that, when you think about it, like really putting your mind to it and have, like you said, having that right mindset. If you got the right mindset, so you can go ahead and you can do anything. You know what I'm saying? You put your mind to. So it's just like y'all said, it's about staying on the straight path, staying on the narrow path, just do it. So, all right, I want to ask y'all this, because in society, they make things, make things look good that could limit us, because we all different people, So some people may react to things differently, and some people can do different things that other people can't do, So you looking at a celebrity that's like a rapper or somebody like that, that's smoking, drinking, doing all this stuff, but he's making millions of money, making all this money and stuff like that. But you got this singer over here who can't do the same thing that this rapper is doing. So it's like, in what ways can society, limit your potential with, things of that nature?
I'd say, like, really our looks, like, bro. Nowadays, it's like they care about looks so much, it's not even funny, to be honest. Like, you get a tattoo, they'll look at you different. Like, bro, it's just a tattoo. Why you worried about what's on my body?
Yeah.
Bro, like, it's just anything, just any small thing. You got a lot of hair. Like, oh, that's a problem. Like,
Yeah.
People don't even know what runs through those. Like, what if somebody like? But I'm just saying, like, that's some ways that society would like limit our potential. Is like really just the way like they will see us as characterized as place all those labels as.
Facts.
Yeah, to get going from what he was saying, I think the biggest thing is social media. Social media has given us this template of a person who we're meant to be, who we're supposed to be. Like, you scroll down Twitter and they're like, oh, what stopping you from looking like this? Coaches, what's stopping you from being like this? You know what I mean? So it's a template that we have to follow, or that we should follow. And if we don't follow that, then we're not, socially accepted and whatnot. So I think that goes back to doing what you're supposed to do. Like,
Yeah.
everything happens for a reason, and you're put in certain places for a reason. So, like I was saying before, it may be boring, just finish your story. Like, you don't have to follow the script. You don't have to be like they want you to be on social media. You're your own person, so be your own person. Be the first you. That's what I think about it.
My point of view on it is, like you said, social media. The social media, like, it limits us because it shows us like what other people at in life, and we feel like we should be at that point in life, but like not knowing like it's different roads to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah. So it's like I feel like social media kind of ruined that for us, because like it could be like 18-year-old who do TikTok or something that got millions of dollars coming in from TikTok. Then you got another 18-year-old in school, like graduating, like trying to work a job. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, and they see that, and they feel like, man, how come I can't be there? Like, but they don't know. And you gonna get there, but like it's just you got maneuver different. It's not you can't take the same route as everybody, bro. So like you gotta go a different route to like find your own success. And so that's how I see that's my viewpoint on that type. So yeah.
Facts. Y'all be putting out valid points. So look, when we take into the account of, like, you know what I'm saying, the person we are, and you know what I'm saying, the true potential, like true power that we really have, you know what I'm saying, that over ourselves, that, you know what I'm saying, we really don't even realize, you know what I'm saying. Every decision we make, bro, is, you know what I'm saying, either making us better or it's making us, you know what I'm saying, making us worse. So it's just like, why is it hard to make those, you know what I'm saying, the right decisions to, make ourselves better, you know what I'm saying, instead of, you know what I'm saying, instead of going the other way, going the wrong path. So,
These are some good questions, boy. I think that's because of temptation. And when we fall to temptation, anything can go any type of way, and also peer pressure. Like, you can make this decision, but when you make this decision, this gonna happen. And another thing is, like, you don't know what's gonna happen. So at any point, you can be making the wrong decision, you still won't know until you get to a solution down the road, and you're like, oh, I should have did that over there instead of doing this right here.
Yeah.
So falling to temptation and peer pressure can definitely influence what you got going on there. So that's how I think about that.
Repeat it again. I forgot.
Basically saying, why is it so hard for us to, you know what I'm saying, make the right choice?
Facts.
Make us better, you know what I'm saying, make us better, make us work.
I feel like it's harder for us to make the right choice because we're not comfortable with what making the right choice brings. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like we so stuck in the ways of like we're gonna make the choice that comforts us instead of like actually trying to make that choice is like that's right for us, instead of, because like sometimes like people in society, like people in the world don't like trying new things. You know what I'm saying? And like they want to be like, they want to have comfort things. You know how people say like, that's my comfort food. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just an example. Like you just gotta try it. So if you make the right decision, you never know. Making that right decision is good for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's my, you know.
That's a good question. Yeah, I would say one reason is like Ferg was saying, say fear in society, the way our peers view us as, not everybody want to be apart from like the herd. Like everybody want to be the same, but it's not always good to be the same as the whole flock. Sometimes you just gotta go different. Like you just gotta go a different route, because when you got to make the right choice. Let's say around our age, right? We at the age where we got to like make a choice, like what do we want to do in life, and that's gonna set us up for like the rest of our life. So, and most of us kids, you know, in our grades and stuff, they'll be like, you know, they'll just go to college, go through with the party and stuff, you know, all that cool stuff and stuff. And making the right choice comes with sacrifice. You
Yeah.
got to sacrifice a lot.
Facts, you have to.
Make the right choice because at the end it's success.
Facts.
So
You party, do all that
that's
stuff.
why it's so hard to make the right choice because you already know what you have to give up, but you don't want to give it up.
But you don't want to
'cause
give it up.
You so comfortable with it.
Look, and like that's the thing that comes full circle with everything. We know the right choice to make, but it's just like y'all guys said, it's you know what I'm saying. It's comfortable for us. You know what I'm saying. We like to do it. We don't want to give it up and stuff like that. This makes it better for us, whatever like that. We know the right answer. It's just up to us to make the right choice. You know what I'm saying. Make the right decision.
The hardest step is the first step. Like that's
Most
how it
definitely.
is.
Okay, now like okay, so look, so when you were going into the process of you know what I'm saying, limiting your potential, we gonna stay right there. What would be the first first step in you know what I'm saying, going into the process? Like I say it's just looking. You gotta look at yourself in the mirror, bro, before you do anything. So it's like okay, bet I want to make this change in my life, bro. I'm trying to you know what I'm saying, do the stuff before you change up your environment, change up anything. You gotta start with yourself. Then you change up in your environment. Then you do all those stuff. So I say my question to you is like in your journey, you know what I'm saying? Like what would be the first steps that you would take, you know what I'm saying, to, you know what I'm saying, live up to that potential or, you know what I'm saying, start growing within your potential. Let's say that.
I would just say you just gotta be sick and tired of like losing so much. You just gotta be sick and tired of that. Sick and tired of being in the same environment, the same results. And once you realize you're sick and tired of it, I think that's really when you enter your first step, like realization. Like, bro, what am I doing? Like, I could be doing way much more with my life at my age. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of opportunities out there for me. Why am I not taking it? It's just realization. I think that's the first big step for real. But then after that, it's just like,
you gotta be consistent.
Yeah, it's just you gotta stay consistent
On
with
me
it.
and put in the work.
You just gotta flow with it.
On me.
Let God take control. Just flow with it. Trust it.
I think in my journey, the first thing that I would do or that I am doing is preparing myself mentally, because if you have a set out goal that you want to do something and you're mentally not there, then the whole thing isn't going to play the part like you're supposed to thought out. Because if you sit there and think, okay, I want to do this, right? I want to eat right. I want to do this. I want to get my grades together, and for me to do that, I need to do this. Like you go down different neighborhoods of what you need to do, and once you mentally prepare yourself, then you can self-reflect. Then you can, do everything that you believe you need to do. So,
I say, like you said, you gotta self-realize first. Then I'm gonna piggyback on what you said. Is like you gotta mentally be ready for it, because like once you self-realize like what you have to do and like what you want to do and how to get to where you want to go, you know what I'm saying? Then that's when you gotta like mentally prepare for everything that's gonna come with it along those lines of getting to your goal. So I feel like both of them points I agree with. So that's like I agree with y'all with that. So yeah.
So one thing that I was on TikTok one day, crazy. I was watching this video, and this dude, David Goggins, he was talking about one of the dreams he had, bro, and it's kind of one of the reasons that influenced me, you know what I'm saying, to do this topic. He was basically saying like, you know what I'm saying, he had passed, and one of his fears was he didn't want to be in front of, he dies basically, and he didn't want to be in front of God, and God is like showing him like, look, David Goggins is supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, the president, the astronaut, whatever. Woo, woo, woo. And he's sitting there like, I didn't do none of that stuff. Like, that's not me. And then God's telling him like, look, this is what you're supposed to be. Like, and that kind of hit home for me, because it's like, bro, man, we really like we have the power, bro, to do anything we want to. Like if we would put our mind to it, bro. And to change that, like, what's one thing that y'all could change, you know what I'm saying, right now in y'all life, you know what I'm saying, to take y'all self to the next level? That's what I'm at.
So I already got the mic, so I'm gonna just go. But listening to what you said before I answer your question,
Yeah,
you
go
were
ahead.
saying that
Because
like
probably
God puts you in places, right?
Facts.
So through like what I learned in life, it was like my dad always told me, it was like you are the star in your own movie, and you don't know your script, you don't know the stage hands, you don't know anything, but the only person that knows it is God. So He knows the beginning, middle, and end. He knows the epilogue and the prologue and everything.
Yeah.
So at one point, you're following what He tells you to do. So this is DeMondre Williams' story.
Yeah.
This book, this movie, his life. But he doesn't know what he's doing because he's following
He's
in God's
following his
footsteps.
path.
Right. So that just reminded me of what you were saying. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what I believe in and stuff like that. So now what was the question again?
I'll ask you, what would, like, right now in your personal journey, what would be one thing that you would change right now? You know what I'm saying? That, or was something that's limiting you from, you know what I'm saying, being your, what's one thing right now?
Something that is limiting me from being great, basically.
Yeah, right now.
I think I have two things. It's me mentally, mentally, and my faith, because I need to have that relationship.
Yeah.
For me to go further, I believe I need to have that relationship. And then mentally, my bad. Mentally, like I can seem strong, but I'm still lost.
Yeah.
I'm still lost on whatever I got going, and I don't know when I'll find it or if I'll find it. But I know one thing, that I'm gonna finish the movie though.
Facts.
I'm gonna finish my story. I'm gonna finish my book.
definitely.
So that's just what I think can limit me from being great right now. So hopefully I find that.
That's a lot. That's real. A lot of people won't admit to that though. That's real.
So I would say one thing that would be limiting my potential would be, well, my mom, she always said, like, God don't, what's it called? God don't help lazy people. Yeah, she always, bro, I remember, bro, every single time she would tell me that. And that would just be like in grades, academic, bro. I would say, bro, my whole 12 years of going through high school and like elementary, minus elementary, but let's just say middle school through high school, right? I had to, like, I was really by myself. Like, I had to, like, do it by myself, right? Like, my mom, she wasn't at no football games, no none of that, right? She was always busy. She working, I understand that. And my mom, she was like just a perfect role model to me because she was not a lazy person. My mom was never at home, bro. She was always at work, working double shifts, trying to take care of 3 kids. And she always said, God don't help lazy people. And one thing I would say is that sometimes I would get lazy, like I'm admitting to that. Like I would get lazy, you know. It's something I got to work on, you know. Just like, you know, I do it day after day, and then, you know, when you don't see no progress, that's what kills you. And then that just makes me like, bro, what am I doing this for? That's really what I need to work on. It was just like, you know, just keep working and not staying lazy, because, you know, no matter how long it takes, it's gonna happen, bro.
I say one thing for me is that's holding me back is learning how to prioritize. And like what I mean by that is like learning how to put the things that's important ahead of what's not important. Cause like sometimes I can have like weeks in my life, you know what I'm saying? Like I can get backtracked by doing something I'm not supposed to, you know what I'm saying? So like, but then I have to snap out of it because, you know, because if I fall back into it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a cycle, and I'm gonna just keep going through it. And like, it's harder to get out of it than like fall back into it. But you know what I'm saying? But like, you got to. And so learning how to prioritize it, you just gotta be mentally strong, like Ed said. So yeah.
I'll say for myself, one thing that I would work on would be, you know what I'm saying, trying not to be as hard on myself as, you know what I'm saying, that, cause like, look, one thing about me, like, if I mess up, I do anything, bro, I'm man, say it's just like I'm a perfectionist. It got to be right. So it's like look, I'll take it to football. If I miss a play, miss a tackle, it don't matter about none of the tackles I done made. It don't matter how good of a game I'm having. If I miss that one tackle, that's the only tackle I'm gonna be worried about. So boom, I'm gonna give y'all a example. You know what I'm saying? We playing Hardin Simmons, and boom, uh, of course we lost the game, of course, but we coming out the field. I'm pissed. I'm like, I told Coach Mason, I'm like, Coach, you'll never see me play like that ever again. Like, whole time, we get out to get our place and stuff like that, and Coach Collins, he passed by me. He was like, "Hey, hold your head up, boy. You played a good game." I'm like, "What you talking about, bro?" Like, if I get in the bus, I check Twitter. Twitter talking about say, it's because they post all our stats and stuff on there. So it say Joy V 15 tackles. It says somebody for I think it was KJ, one of the boys for a pick, and then it said me for 12. And I was like 12 tackles, 12 tackles. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, what? So like it's all about, you know what I'm saying? For me, it's just, you know what I'm saying, like, look, okay, I'm not perfect. That's the main thing. And then
Always gonna be mistakes.
facts, you can make mistakes and stuff like that. So and then also to piggyback on Hefe, man, it's, you know what I'm saying, not being lazy, because like I said, we all do that. So it's like being consistent. If I want to work, if I want something, if I want this certain grade, I want this I want to produce on the field, whatever. It's about the what you put into it. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't expect to, you know what I'm saying, BS and not study for an exam, you know what I'm saying, and then pass. You can't expect to go play good if you BSing in practice. So that's the main thing for me.
I know one thing my mom always told me. She always like, what you put into life is what you get out of life.
Yeah.
And boy, she didn't tell me that so many times, bro. And like now I'm getting older, like I'm really starting to see it. Like bro, like you gotta, if you want something, you just gotta go get it, bro.
Facts.
You can't fall off.
Yeah.
You can't fall off, because if you fall off, bro, you just
And then you gonna be sitting around not
it's
doing
over
it. It's over with. Like,
it's over with. So yeah.
most def.
How long you been playing football?
I've been playing football. I'm 19 right now, so I've been playing since I was like 8. So it's been cool, man.
So do you think you're hard on yourself because you know how good you can be, or you hard on yourself because that's all you know? Like you put that pressure. Like every game you put that pressure on you. Every practice you put that pressure on you. Every time you step on the field, put them cleats on. It's the pressure of I need to be great. And then you take that and you apply that to life in any aspect.
I think it comes down to the point of, okay, one, I do want, of course, we all want to be great. We all want to make plays. We all want to do all that stuff. But it's the simple fact that I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to be the reason why my team fails. You know what I'm saying? Boom. If I miss a tackle, that could be a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. So, like, for me, it's just about limiting my mistakes and just, you know what I'm saying, going out there and just being, you know what I'm saying, being me. Yeah. That's the biggest thing for me.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I like your thinking, but I still think like that sometimes. But now I think about it as, okay, now what can I do better?
Yeah.
How can I do better?
Facts.
That had to happen for me to be a better player, be a better tackle, be a better brother, be anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I think about that too.
Most definitely. You have to make mistakes to, you know what I'm saying, to learn from it. Most definitely. Yeah. So I'll say, you know what I'm saying, to continue on, what would be something that, you know what I'm saying, I'll say some advice, you know what I'm saying, that somebody that's going through right now, that's in the process of limiting themselves, they don't know their true potential, you know what I'm saying, or what they could have. What would be something that y'all could tell somebody out there right now?
I would say, you just gotta take it easy. I ain't gonna lie, you just gotta take it easy. Limiting yourself, your potential, you just gotta utilize your time more wisely. That's the best way you can do it. Like, figure out what you can do on your free time that you don't be doing that will make you feel more accomplished as a person. Yeah. That's how I would say it.
I say, repeat again, my phone. Repeat it again.
What's like some advice you would give somebody about that?
Some advice I give is keep going. You got to, like, if you want something, you gotta keep going, because like you're the only person that can get what you want in life. you're the only person that can give what you want in life. You know what I'm saying? So like ain't nobody else gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like you just gotta keep going. Like yeah, you gonna take some L's. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta bounce back from it. You know what I'm saying? Like it matters how you bounce back from it than taking. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like you just gotta keep going.
Something I'll say to someone who's trying to find themselves and is at no point is it gonna get any easier.
Yeah.
At no point is it gonna get easier. Like in my brain right now, I have this picture, and it's like a ladder, like a paper ladder or whatever. And between each rung, there's a lot of space, right? Between each rung, there's a lot of space, and there's another ladder to it, but there's consistent steps, consistent rungs, right? And the difference between the both is some are closer and in reach. But it may be easier for you to take the one with less rungs, more space in between them than the one with more rungs. So like my thing with that, saying that your story is not gonna be the same as the person next to you. So your step might be 10% on what you need to do, but that small step on their story was 5%. But it's equivalent at the end of the day because everyone's story is different.
Most definitely.
So it's not gonna be easy. Do what you can. Stress about what you can, and understand that at the end of the day, you'll get what you put into it.
Facts. I'll say for me to end this off, I'll say two things. One, don't limit yourself to, you know what I'm saying, to one. I'll say like just don't limit yourself to one thing. You know what I'm saying. Don't let one thing define who you are. You know what I'm saying. Like just for me, I was known as the athlete. I was known as the football player. That one of the football player. I don't know about y'all, but it's like for me being able to say like, bro, I do more than just play football. You know what I'm saying. Like, and then you'll end up finding things that, like you liking things that you don't even know you like. So I'll say just branch out and try to do things that you like. You know what I'm saying? Experience new things like I said earlier. And another thing is, bro, it's consistency. Just whatever you do, bro, just stay on top of it, fam. And bro, just don't be lazy. That's the biggest thing for me. You know what I'm saying? So I would like thank y'all boys for coming on, man. I appreciate that, man. For sure, bro. For
Hey,
sure.
money. Then say one more thing.
Go ahead, bro.
I say, but you gotta take the risk.
Mm.
You always
Go
got to
ahead.
take the risk. When there's a risk, there's a reward,
Yeah.
and that reward is always sweet. So you just gotta take the risk. Even if your back is against the wall, you just gotta take it.
You hear me? Hey, take your risk, my boy. Hey, if y'all like the video, man, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on the post, naughties. Hey, until next time, peace.